everyone, and welcome to a semi-disjointed Get Ready With Me where I am testing out a foundation today, so I have already applied that to my face, but I wanted to sit down and catch you guys up on what's been going on with me the past week-ish or so, whenever it is that you are getting this video. So, we will start with finishing powder. Yes, start with a finish. 'Tis what it is. So, hello, how are you all? Yes, I took a week off of YouTube. Shock, horror. What is this world coming to? YouTubers who have the easiest job in the world, how dare they ever take time off? I get this a lot, you guys. I shouldn't say a lot because I think I've taken like maybe a couple, certainly less than 5 week breaks in my almost 10 years here on YouTube. It never ceases to amaze me how many comments I get during those times where people are like, wow, lazy, wow, you have the easiest job on the planet, how dare you think you deserve any time off ever, even though you are a human being and you need time to recharge. Especially considering your job is at least slightly creative and the creative juices just aren't constantly pumping. You get that burnout, you certainly do. And I used to never allow myself to take time off because I would listen to these comments saying how lazy YouTubers are when they take the smallest amount of time off. And I would take that to heart, but I am being nicer to myself these days and allowing myself to recognize that sometimes we don't just deserve a break, we need a break. And for me, like I said, it was this past week where it started out with debilitating back pain, which I have suffered with for many, many years here in my life. Every now and then it's like you just sneeze wrong and you're out. You cannot move, like literally cannot move. It's something about my discs and nerves and stuff in my spine, in my lower back. And like I said, the smallest mess up, I'm done, I'm out. It is from all of the years of waitressing and catering. I just effed up my back really bad. And now, later in life, I am suffering the consequences. And really suffering is the way I would describe it. I mean, if you have not ever dealt with crippling chronic pain, you don't know. You don't know. I hope you can try and sympathize, but like, I'm sure there are plenty of people that are like, well, I mean, hey, at least you've got pre-recorded videos, you're just laying down anyways, like at least you can still work. No. No, you cannot, because you are just suffering. You are in constant pain and it's exhausting just being in pain every single second of every single day of multiple days straight. Like, I don't know how, like, me, it happens, like I said, randomly once every couple months or so. I don't know how people live with it consistently 365 days a year. I don't. I feel like saying I give respect to those people it's weird to say I respect them for that, but like, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. You are the strongest human beings ever. Let me put it that way. If you suffer every single day of every single year. I don't know how you do it, because for me, just the week that it ends up taking me out for, absolute exhaustion. So I am finally on the mend, knock on wood. My back is feeling so much better. I can actually sit upright right now, which is a miracle. It feels wonderful. And I feel like some of you are going to say, well, don't you see a chiropractor? Like, shouldn't this not happen? And no, that is not the case. I feel like, for me anyways, seeing a chiropractor is maintenance. It's not a cure-all. I'm trying to think of a comparison. Maybe I guess it's kind of like seeing a therapist, in that just because you go to therapy, it doesn't mean you are cured for the rest of your life. It's maintenance, you know, that you go in and see your therapist and talk to a therapist. They can help you and keep you consistent, but they can't cure you. Is that it? Maybe that's a good comparison. I don't know. Either way, my uncle, my chiropractor, has done incredible work on me, and I am so thankful. I just, like I said, there's no way he can prevent me sneezing the wrong way, or in this case, I'm pretty sure I just bent over one morning to pick something up And the second I tried to stand back up, it was just like that jolt of pain, that lightning shot of energy into my lower back. And it was just like, oh crap. I mean, it's the kind of pain that it takes your breath away. It knocks the wind out of you. Like, the only other time I feel like in my life is one time sledding with my brother growing up, and we sledded right into a tree and got the wind knocked out of us. I think that's the only other time in my life that the wind has like actually been knocked out of me, at least off the top of my head. But woof woof. And then of course, because you're in pain, you are exhausted, but then you can't sleep because you're in pain and you can't get comfortable enough to sleep. I mean, it's just a horrible, miserable cycle. It really is. So I mean, that's all I was doing for like a week straight. Was just living in pain, and it was awful, as it always is. But like I said, I'm thankful that I was able to take time off, the time off that I needed to heal. I also, you know, at the tail end of it, when I was finally starting to feel better, I'm glad the timing worked out, because I was scheduled to take my mom to a procedure. It wasn't surgery, but she was out from anesthesia. Either way, I was her designated driver. So like, took that day off to take care of her and drive her there and wait for her there and all of that. Galileo and Figaro, for some reason, have had really bad diarrhea the past few days, which like I am getting very concerned about. They're acting normally, like they're not seemingly any more lethargic, like they're still playful and happy looking kitties. I have not changed their diet. I'm very confused. They're eating and drinking normally, but if this keeps up even for a couple more days, I'm gonna really need to schedule them for a vet appointment. I'm so confused. But just like dealing with poop everywhere that I have to clean up, but then also dealing with the whole imposter syndrome that rears its ugly head every now and again for me as a YouTuber. You know, there's a voice in my head that echoes these people that say how lazy YouTubers are and blah 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 blah, and that voice gets in my head and, you know, tells me like, who cares that you took a week off? No one cares. No one even noticed. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to post videos. People don't care about your videos. There are plenty of other YouTubers and no. Self-worth, self-worth, self-worth. It's a process, but darn it, not perfect, but trying. You know, I think that's all we can really ask of people in life, because perfection does not exist. At least I don't think so. The thought of perfection might exist, but I feel like if you were to ask anybody at those like upper levels, those people who are closer to perfection than others in whatever areas of their life, you know, an Olympic athlete who scores pretty much perfect in almost all of their things and they've won 1 million gold medals and blah blah blah. Ask them. I bet they would say there's things they could improve on, which means, though some people may view them as perfect, it doesn't exist. And I think it's a good thing, because it gives people a constant push to strive for and look for and work towards. And I don't think there's anything wrong with people wanting to strive for better. And yeah, I mean, I really think that's about all I can catch you guys up on. Like I said, just living with debilitating pain, it's a bugger. It's a bugger and a bummer, and it just is what it is, and I have learned to live with it at the times when it does crash its ugly, ugly head into my life. If any of you are wondering any cures or ways to get through it, if you also suffer through back pain, stretch. That is probably the biggest lesson that my uncle has taught me, is that I know it hurts, but like a lot of that pain is coming from the fact that you are tightening up your whole body. You know, you're trying to stabilize yourself and overstabilize yourself when you're in pain so that you don't move, at least when it comes to back pain. I mean, obviously, I am not a doctor. Like, if your actual doctor told you do not move, listen to your doctor, don't listen to me. But a lot of, at least lower back pain, I'm not sure if it's any other levels of your back, but a lot of that has to do with being really tight in your hips and your hamstrings. So some of my favorite things to do are just, you know, in the kitchen or the bathroom, like when I'm brushing my teeth or I'm in the kitchen and I'm getting together the cat's dinner for the night or my dinner for the night, whatever, I will just hike my leg up onto the counter and lean into my thigh, you know, and stretch out the hamstring that way. One to kind of open up the hips and your abdomen, if that's feeling really tight, is to kind of stand like a proud warrior pose, you know. Feet are like hip width apart when you're standing up. You've got your hands on your hips like a superhero, but then, you know, instead of this kind of a pose, open up your hand and have that around your hip on each side, and then brace yourself with your buttocks and bend backward a little bit, and you will feel that stretch in your abdomen, and that'll just help you loosen up that way. Also, icing the back really helps, at least it helps me. And good TV to distract yourself with, also a huge help. I know I am so late to the bandwagon, but I finally watched Demon Slayer, the anime. I just finished season 1 and I'm starting the Mugen Train arc. And yeah, it's been enjoyable. I'm not like obsessed with the series like I feel like a lot of people are. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a top series in Japan, best selling and all of that. And like I said, I certainly haven't been disliking it, but I'm not obsessed with it. The art is gorgeous for the anime. The studio that did it did a fantastic job. And it's been a fun little series to watch. So that's what I've been occupying my time with. I also, just like everyone else on this platform, have been watching Love is Blind, which I know I'm a little behind because my mom and I watched that together. We have watched through it all. We just have to watch the reunion finale, whatever. So I'm actually going over to watch that tonight because it's trashy TV night. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I know, I'm excited. I could probably do a whole get ready with me talking about that stupid show and the cast of characters that were on it this season. But I feel like everyone has been talking about it, so I don't want to like bore you guys to death. You can let me know if you want a separate episode, but like I said, it would be even more irrelevant by the time that gets out. But I would still be happy to do it. And ta-da! Here we have it. A little sheer lip gloss never hurt. She is ready for the day. She has explained herself. She has made her case. Thanks for sticking by me, you guys. Here's the look. It is literally nothing special, but it is a look. It's more makeup than I've worn in quite a long while. But I think it turned out good, turned out pretty. I am happy and satisfied with it, and I hope you guys are too. You know. Hi, thanks for waiting for me. Welcome back, Cassie. Thank you. It feels good. You guys know I love filming. I love making videos for you guys. So I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be feeling better. That's the main thing. And yeah, as always, let me know if there's any specific content you want to see coming from me in the future. I'll see what I can do for you. And otherwise, I just hope you guys have been well. I hope none of you, I mean, I know some of you are, so it feels odd to say that I hope no one, because I know some are, but I hope as many of you as possible are not dealing with chronic and or debilitating and or constant and or fill in the blank any kind of pain right now, because it is no fun. It is no fun, and I'm sending you my best wishes if you are dealing with any of that. And like I said, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, you can like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, like I always say, and I always do mean it from the bottom of my heart, I hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, stay well until then. Bye!